Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we are going to be talking about digital currencies, kind of analyzing cryptocurrencies as well, and really kind of talking about Hedera Hashgraph and HBAR as well. Now this is an older article. The reason why I bring this article up is we'll talk about it here shortly. Now I do just want to say right now, before we jump into this, if you guys are very bullish on HBAR, drop a like on this video and definitely comment down below how long you have been holding it for. Me personally, I've been holding it for nearly about 7 months now, and I could not be happier holding HBAR. So let's jump into it. So this is talking about the Fed this summer will take another step in developing a digital currency. Now this article is from May 20th. Now this is talking about the summer, obviously. We do see some key points here. The Federal Reserve will release a research paper this summer that explores a move to a central bank digital currency. We also see the moves of multiple countries, most prominently China, in the central bank digital currency space has intensified talk about how aggressively the Fed should move. Now, I've talked about this one, and I've actually kind of already seen this one a little bit. Now, if you guys didn't watch this video, we will kind of watch it together here. 1 second, if it could load. I don't know.
Hey, Tyler, the Federal Reserve announcing it's taking another step at looking at the possibility of issuing a central bank digital currency, saying it's going to issue a paper. And that paper will be issued this summer that will focus on the benefits and risks of a central bank digital currency. The Fed's going to ask for public comment on whether or if it should do this thing and what the risks are. And Chair Powell saying in a video release that the Fed made available along with this statement that this represents the beginning of a thoughtful and deliberative process when it comes to thinking about a central bank digital currency. He does not say, for the record, the Fed has reached a conclusion to issue one. But here's some quick sound from what the chairman released in his video.
We are committed at the Federal Reserve to hearing a wide range of voices on this important issue before making any decision on whether and how to move forward with a U.S. CBDC, taking account of the broader risks and opportunities it could offer.
He also says the CBDC should be designed for general public use.
So with that being in mind, we could actually kind of just skip a little bit ahead. Now, I don't know if they include it in this one. I don't think that they do, but I think that they quote it down here, right? They're talking about the effective functioning of our economy requires the people to have faith and confidence not only in the dollar but also in the payments network, banks and other payment services providers that allow money to flow on a daily basis, he said. Now, we also see our focus is ensuring a safe and efficient payment system that provides broad benefits to American households and businesses while also embracing innovation. Now, when we talk about this, right? What is the first crypto asset that comes to mind? Because me personally, when I see embracing innovation and we look at mass benefits for American households and businesses, as well as talking about safe and efficient, I think of one asset and one asset specifically, and it's not even me being biased. It's just me being honest, and that's HBAR. HBAR has the highest grade of security consensus, ABFT, which we've talked about multiple times. It's honestly like me being a broken record at this point, but it is also the most efficient and the most innovative technology that we've seen in quite some time. Again, Hashgraph technology is very new. It's highly secured, it's safe, very efficient, and also it provides a ton of benefits for also households and businesses. When we talk about benefits to households, we talk about low cost fees for moving money. It's pretty much instant. You'll basically get your money on time all the time. You'll see transactions settled instantly. You won't have to wait till your bank settles payments for 5 to 7 days, whatever. And it's always up. It's always running. Even Lehman said, one node goes down, the entire network stays up. So it's very secure. It's very reliable. And then when we talk about benefits for businesses, businesses could start scaling at astronomical rates and they could save a ton of money doing so. So not only do they increase their overall, business growth, but they also increase their overall profit growth as well by saving a ton of fees on those transactions. So I do think that yes, I think HBAR is one of the better choices for something like this. And I have already talked about how the Fed is basically working with MTech, which they already have connections to HBAR, and HBAR is already listed in the white paper. I've talked about it multiple times. I'm not going to talk about it too much more. But when we talk about CBDCs, we even see down here, right? It's going to take some time to do it right, said David Treat, leader of the blockchain practice for Accenture, which Accenture, when we talk about, is also a direct, partner of, Hedera Hashgraph. We do see, which is a leading public-private research initiative into CBDCs. We're taking about a 4 or 5 year journey to real availability and usage, and a lot of learning that has to happen between now and then to make sure it's implemented fits with each country's social values and laws. Now, we also see here that looking at options, technological advances also offer new possibilities to central banks, including the Fed, Powell said. While various structures and technologies might be used, a CBDC could be designed to use by the general public. Now, he is saying it's more so likely by 2023. That's where they will basically, plan to release a product called Fed Now. This will address many of the issues regarding the need for immediacy in transactions, as well as the plight of the unbanked, which that is a big focus point for them as well, kind of pretty much offering banking for those unbanked and, more inclusive banking systems and structures. So I think that this is very cool to see. I think that, very soon we'll see this pretty much come to life, and pretty much, I would say it would foster in a new age of financial inclusion as well. Now, again, a lot of it is kind of speculation, but I do think that Hedera Hashgraph is the best choice. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now, I do have this Q&A. Now, this is coming from this article here. Now, this is, Fpos Australia CEO Stephen Benson shares the company's digital transformation strategy and the challenges that lie ahead in an interview with PaymentsCons.net. Now, in this article, I figured, why not kind of do a deeper dive and look at what's happening with Hedera Hashgraph. Now, when we talk about HBAR being mentioned a lot, we do see that it is getting a lot more publicity as of late. Now, if we look here, we do see, finally looking to the future and outside of Australia, we partnered with US-based Hedera Hashgraph, which is backed by Google, IBM, and Deutsche Telekom, among others. We actually joined the Hedera Governing Council and will run the country's first Hedera network node this year. Similar to the blockchain in some ways, the Hedera network is designed to be the most decentralized governance model for a public ledger. Wow, isn't that funny? The most decentralized governance model. I thought it was centralized. But we also see here the council includes a group of highly diversified organizations overseeing a global network of nodes aiming to enable low-cost micropayments for various use cases, such as the Internet of Things and access to content streamed over the Internet. Now, I think that this is great because, we already kind of talked about, Fpos and how they're doing, massive transactions pretty much every single day, every week, every month, etc. I think it's a huge partnership, but it's not only that. It's the idea that, when we look at this council, when we look at the initiative of, the governing council overall, and I think that's going to ever be growing. I also think that when we talk about transactions and, pretty much the use case value behind Hedera Hashgraph, I think that's going to, move more and more into the limelight of, really having these companies, for an example, Fpos, kind of grow at an astronomical rate and become a huge giant that it already is a giant, but it's going to basically become a behemoth of a company by really utilizing Hedera Hashgraph for scale. Now, for me personally, I think that this is great because this is their achievements in the last 12 months. So, they're still new, but they already are building a lot of, things on Hedera Hashgraph. When we even talk about this, they're talking about digital ID and stuff like that as well, because, even in here, I don't know if they have it in here. Let me see if I could find it. So yeah, they do have the digital identity solution. Now, a lot of people were saying that this isn't built on Hedera Hashgraph, that has no, point of, hey, it's not even on HBAR at all. It is. And when we talk about that, we even see here, as such, we are moving from point of sale, which point of sale, I already kind of told you guys that that is a huge thing. To a key player at the center of the digital ecosystem. We have well-defined product roadmap comprising 5 key elements: mobile wallets, e-commerce, digital ID via Connect ID, APIs, and fintech access, and our QR acceptance and experiences platform. Now, I think this Connect ID is huge, and I already did a video on it where a lot of people were still saying again that it has no correlation to HBAR, but it does. And we actually already had confirmation, I think it was like last week or the week before, that they were basically building it on Hedera. So Fpos is still doing incredible things, and this is a good example of the benefits that a company could have by utilizing Hedera. And when we talk about the benefits that Fpos is having with HBAR, it's more so scalability options, low cost fees, and stuff like that that I was mentioning, even regarding this article with CBDCs and how they could benefit these businesses and also individuals overall. And Fpos, if you ask anybody from Australia, it's one of those big companies that pretty much everybody knows about. So I think it's only a matter of time, honestly. I think, as we march forward into this digital, entire ecosystem that we're basically moving towards, I think it's only a matter of time before we do see HBAR and a lot of these digital assets kind of move at astronomical rates. We also talk about even the possibility of a utility run. So if we do have a utility run for HBAR, that would be even bigger for price as well as kind of adoption as well. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys can also join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.